Okay, seems like we're back here. We've had some technical difficulties, but we're back. So I'm now joined by Nolan Schartzer and Keegan Sharp. So a senior and a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
Putting myself on the spot there. So the question I always like to ask is, first off, Coach isn't listening right now. You know?
Yeah.
There's got to be a game or two on the schedule that you kind of look at and you kind of circle before the season. What are the games that you really want to win when you look back at the start of the year?
Just basically all district games. I mean, you want to win all those just so you can have the higher seed in the tournament, and then it'll usually end up better than what it would if you didn't win all the games. And definitely Catholic, because that's who put us out last year, and the year before Muhlenberg put us out, so that's another game for me.
Keegan, do you have one?
Just whoever beat us last year, pretty much.
Revenge is a big thing.
Yeah.
Do you all have any personal goals on the year?
I'm pretty close to 1,000 points, so that's one of my main goals. And then obviously his team goals, win district and compete in region and all that stuff.
You got a team goal, Keegan? Or a team or personal goal for you?
I just want to get better, get the team better, just win more, play better with the team.
Do you have anything with your brother on wanting to have a higher percentage than him or something along the lines of that?
Yeah, that's always on my mind, filling his shoes.
When you look at the underclassmen behind you, some of the freshmen and even looking into middle school, what are you seeing from them?
I see a lot of potential in all of them. For once, most of them are bigger, so that'll be good to have some centers and power forwards in there that are actual center and power forward heights instead of 5'10", 6 foot, all that stuff.
Coach Johnston, he's yelling your name at practice. What's he yelling about?
Everything. Go harder, pay attention. Basically yelling at me to set an example for all the younger kids. Try to lead by example.
What's he saying about you, Keegan?
Mainly correct mistakes. Just try not to do stuff too wrong.
You have holiday tournaments this year, so you go to Henderson County and you go to Logan County. Do you guys like those, playing 3 teams in 3 days kind of thing? In Henderson, you got 2 teams in 2 days?
Yeah, because you don't really have to – we don't really scout those games. It's just kind of going out there and playing, and I think that's the fun part. And if you lose one game, you just got to move on very quick for the next game.
Do you like those, Keegan?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a little bit challenging, but I still like playing them.
What do you all think that you really need to work on to start this season? You're starting it on December 3rd at home against Apollo, so you've got 2.5 weeks until that point. What do you think you really need to work on?
I think defense is a big main point for us. That's how we won district the past 2 years, is straight man-to-man defense, tough guarding teams, and I think we just got to get to that point to where we have been in the past couple of years.
What else would you say, Keegan?
Probably knowing what we're doing, running through our offenses right, getting to know our plays.
District at home this year. You've won it the past 2 years, especially as a senior. How much sweeter would it be to walk out of these doors for the last time as a district champion, cutting down the net?
I mean, that'd be amazing. Just last game at the Cougar gym and just going out on top of district, that'd just be an amazing feeling.
Keegan, you only get one district tournament that's played here at Grayson County. Be pretty sweet,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
I'm pretty excited. I want to win it. Set another back-to-back,
No, I mean, it's always good to win.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is it sweeter, though, to win it at Edmonson County, beating them on their home floor?
That was pretty sweet, too. I'll give you that much. That was amazing,
So
too.
at the start, let's go back to that game. At the start of the 4th quarter, you all were down 18 points or something. What's going through your mind? Did you think you had a chance of coming back?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always a chance until that last buzzer sounds. So
That's a good answer.
we all just talked to the guys about it, and we were like, hey, we're not done yet. We've worked this whole season, and we're not going out on second place this year. That's just not going to happen.
Keegan, what did you think? What was going through your mind there at that point?
Well, I didn't think we were over yet. I mean, we still had a little fight in us. We came back. Pretty good margin, too. I mean,
5 in overtime,
yeah.
something along the lines of that. In that second quarter, I think you only had 1 basket.
Yeah.
I think it was a Jackson 3, if my memory
Probably,
is right.
yeah.
It's probably it's a little fizzy, but it's against Edmonton County, so
Yeah.
a Jackson 3 just makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
Was that – let's go to him making that 3-pointer. at home against Edmonson County. What do moments like that where you get to celebrate, and I mean really nothing is worrying in the world kind of thing, what did that mean, Keegan, when Jackson, when that ball was in the air?
It's just, you get a boost of energy. After he hits it, obviously, team rises. We get to play a little better, boost our energy up, and, get playing better.
I always ask coaches this, but I can ask you guys, when you're coming into March, so the middle of March, the season's over, how will you look back at the year and say, yep, that was a successful season?
It just depends on where you end, what you do throughout the season, and what you do in the tournaments at the end of the season, and just whether you got progressively better or progressively worse, basically.
What would you say, Keegan?
Just how better we got as a team, how good our freshmen know what's going on, how our new coming players come in.
Last season, you all started with a 3-10, 3-11 record, somewhere in that lines, and then really caught fire, winning 14 of the last 19 games, including the district championship. I know that you played some really good teams to start that year, but really what changed?
Well, like you said, we played some tough teams in that first half, but there were still some games that we should have won too, just those little details that we needed to fix. And as the season went on, we started to fix them because we realized that's what was losing us games. And those minute details just turned it into wins for us instead of losses.
Did you kind of say the same thing, Keegan?
Yeah, we just put it more together towards the end.
Your brother played here, and do you like to quote-unquote follow in his footsteps, or do you almost like to create your own?
Follow his mainly, but I like to go farther than his. I want to go farther, obviously.
So is there a little bit of brother smack talk?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I mean, I have a little brother. I know that I'd be talking some smack as well about making sure that, I mean, you probably want to have more three-pointers in a single season than he's had. Do you want to beat his free throw percentage from last year?
I'm definitely gonna try it.
Nolan, I know that was something that you really worked on at times last year, and I remember that it would be like some games you were
hit or miss, basically, for me.
Has that been a big focus this offseason?
Yeah. About every practice, I don't leave the gym, no matter where it's at, until I make 10 free throws in a row. So I'm really trying to work on that as a big part of my game because that'll help a lot.
Keegan, what would you say is the one thing that you really need to work on to start this season?
Just helping handling the ball, shooting a little better, and free throws, obviously, team free throws.
Point guard is pretty much going to be your position this year. Is that what challenges is that going to bring you running this offense and following in your brother's footsteps?
Well, I just got to be loud with them, let them know what's going to happen, what's happening on the floor. You got to interpret what coach is saying to everybody else. And
you look here tonight, and you've got, I mean, there aren't many open seats here for a scrimmage.
Yeah.
That's got to make you feel pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Coach was mentioning, he said something along the lines of, we need to make sure that we put on a show here tonight so that they'll come back.
Yep.
Does a crowd like this energize you even more?
Yes, it does. You play to the crowd at some points, and you get them going, and then in return they cheer louder, and that gets you going.
Keegan, right over there in the second section there, you got the student section that will be here for a bunch of games. If you had one message to them to start this season, what do you want from them this year?
Just more coming out, more being loud, supporting, just out here watching this.
Alrighty, guys. Well, good luck this year.
Thank you.
Let's bring home another district title, right?
All right, will do.
All right, we'll have more from these guys and more later coming up here. We'll take a break and come back with more. This is Meet the Cougar Night on K105. Thank you, guys.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
Great interviews there with some of the future of this Cougar program. You had Keegan Sharp, a sophomore. You had Nolan Schartzer, the lone senior on this team, and we want to thank them for their time and taking us out. But again, we talked with them about it. What a great crowd here tonight. I mean, there is a lot of people here and a lot of fun here and a lot of time still to come out as the boys are getting ready to take the floor here as I see a game. I haven't been paying that much attention because I've been talking with the boys, but 29-28, I guess the team in white. So the white Lady Cougars are defeating the orange jerseyed Lady Cougars. So I'm not sure if they started as there's a three-pointer straight away by Riggs, and she nailed it. So 31-29 now, Guest, so the visiting Lady Cougars. And some substitutions here coming in. Full subs, some varsities coming in as you got Renfro, Bailey Snyder, Laura Vincent, Jenna Nash checking in. And on the other side, another full-blown substitutions here. We do appreciate you tuning in and bearing with us through some of our technical difficulties there. As first time really in the Cougar Den with a full audience has forced us to get a little creative with how we're doing some of the things here tonight, but we appreciate you bearing with us and joining us here today as the teams are playing down here. As there's a shot off the right block, bouncing around goes the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds. Of course, the new head coach for the Lady Cougars is Ted Hill. As Hill comes from, he was the coach at Edmonson County and also the coach at Ohio County. As his wife, who is sitting, actually she might be the one coaching down here on this sideline. Yes, so she is the one coaching down on the left sideline, and Ted Hill is the one walking down the bald head that you will see pop up at the bottom of your screen right now. So he was the head coach at Ohio County when they won a regional championship. And he also was at Edmonson County. He has a really cool story that when we talk with him, you will be sure to want to hear about how him and his wife had their first date. So, and you might be wondering, what? This is basketball. Why are we talking about this? Just trust me, it's a pretty cool story that you're really gonna like to hear, and it's gonna make you enjoy Coach Hill and what he can bring even more. So yes, that is his wife down here to the left. As the Lady Cougars, when you look at this, they lost one player, Kaylee Masden, and Kaylee was a strong defender, but she wasn't one of the main scorers on the team. But for me, when I look back to this Lady Cougar season, Kaylee might have had the top moment of the year for me. If you would have had me come up with the best moment for the Lady Cougar season, I would have said it was her, as she had an and one that she made against Owensboro on the road that ended up winning the game. It might have been in overtime as a pass up is broken apart by Laura Vincent as it was intended there for Ella Robinson. She picks up her dribble, now off into the left corner to Renfro. Renfro back out to Bailey Snyder. But Kaylee Masden hit this. There's a three-point attempt by Bailey Snyder, no good. Long rebound is knocked out of bounds off of, waiting for a call from head coach Ted Hill, and I think he might have pointed at orange ball. It is. but she hit an and one, converted on it, and the Lady Cougars won that game by 1. 53 to, in fact, I have it. I don't need to use my memory and say 53 to 52. Am I right? As I scan, 53 to 52. So they won that one off of a last second. You can't really call it a buzzer beater, but it was a free throw that she made. 1.2 seconds left, somewhere along that lines, and Owensboro had a chance at a full court shot, but it was no good. As Rachel Snyder now with the ball off onto, no, that was not Rachel Snyder, as there's a pass out of bounds. Cave was trying to find Riggs. Kuiper checks in Riggs to step out. Riggs is one of the new faces on this team as she's a transfer from Hart County. Last year as an 8th grader, she played some good minutes for the Lady Raiders. 2.9 points and 1 rebound per game. So some varsity experience. 3-pointer, right wing, no good by Snyder. And there's a rebound on the floor, pulled up by the Lady Cougars. Off now to Kuiper. Kuiper was an 8th grader and played up varsity a little bit last season. From the left elbow, driving in off the left side, the bucket is good. Renfro lost her dribble there up the near side of the court here. Snyder fakes the 3, drives in off the left side. The bucket is good. Nice move there by Bailey Snyder as she faked that 3-pointer that she likes taking last season. Bailey was 28.9% from 3. She was the leading 3-point shooter on the team. As far as makes, she did have the highest percentage as well. As a team, it's not necessarily the biggest strength for the Lady Cougar program. 24.6% from beyond the arc. From the field, though, they shot about 36%. So read into that how you want. But again, brand new team, new playing style. Is a little bit different from Coach Basham, as they were more of slowing it down, similar to what you see from Coach Johnston in the boys program. What you'll see from Coach Hill, and we'll talk with him here in a minute about just that, is you're going to see more of high pace. And you're starting to see a little bit of this here tonight. As 3-pointer straight away, good. Knocking that one down. As some deep shooting here, 35-31 is the score. 45 seconds is left. And in between this, I think we're going to be having, the cheerleaders are going to be taking the floor here. It looks like coming up in just a minute after this little part of the scrimmage. There was a basket off the left block by the white Lady Cougars. As the home team, 35-33 is the score. A little bit of scrimmage stolen away by Vincent. She's going to have a fast break down the left side, loses her dribble off the left block, finds it out now. Shot 15 feet from the left elbow is no good. Long rebound tapped around and finally chased down by Bailey Snyder. She'll pull up a 3 from the right wing. It's long, and the long rebound will go out of bounds off of Team White, and that will do the game here. 35-33. The orange team defeats the white team. And I think it might be time for the cheerleaders now. It looks like they're getting the mats ready to pull out. And we'll see if it is, we will take a break and come back with them here in just a moment. As waiting to see here officially. So I think they're having some issues with their PA system, so it's made things a little bit difficult here tonight to necessarily know what's happening. So I think they're attempting to, maybe they have fixed it. At least they're hoping that they have fixed it. I think that's probably their issue, is that the cheerleaders probably need the music to do their routine, and if they don't have their routine, they might just have to scrap it. Looks like they are going to pull it out here. So we'll take a break and come back with the cheerleaders. After this is Meet the Cougar Night, K105 Digital Production.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew! Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back here to Meet the Cougar Night. Sam Gormley here with you as it's a good night in here. It's a good crowd as the cheerleaders are getting set up right now, as I think they're still trying to figure out the sound situation down on press row, as it was a little quiet during the girls' scrimmage because no one was really knowing who was scoring at some times. And for people that didn't watch the team last year, they probably don't know who many of these players are yet. So as you can see right now, they got a big old Grayson County logo, as they might actually be doing it with their backs to us, since technically this side doesn't have as many people on it. So I think we got one camera on the other side, do we, or maybe not? No. As our digital productions crew tonight, as we have Cody Brock is our roving camera. As we were saying that we might just want to put him in the middle and make him start doing some flips out there on the field, as on the floor as well. Anna Davis is our main camera operator. Chase Blaine is our director. Sports writer Don Brown's here, as well as our news director, Ken Howlett. He's chowing down on some popcorn. Sam Gormley, though, here with you as well. The first game of our K105 sports season for basketball coming up on December the 2nd. So we were talking, we get the next 2 Friday nights off, which for this business is unbelievable. And then I don't think we get another Friday night off until March. So that's great, barring snow. So we better get used to it, but we love doing it. Our first K105, so we'll start with the girls. The first girls game that we have is December the 2nd, the home opener, Monday, December 2nd, against John Hardin. Game is scheduled for a 7 p.m. tip. That will be broadcast on K105. Game 2 of the season for the Lady Cougars will be on the Thursday. They'll be on the road at Bowling Green to play They'll be on the road in Bowling Green to play Warren Central. That's a team that they beat last year 41-57, 49-29. I was way off. That's what I get for trying to use my memory. They beat them last year by that score. And the Saturday, they play at Taylor County. We will not have a broadcast of that game, but then we will go into a 3 broadcasts in a row right before Christmas. So we'll have at Meade County, home against Edmonson County, and then they will play Warren Central down in Russellville, the Russellville Food Bank Classic. And I know that they're doing some fun things with that. We'll let you know during the Lady Cougar games as we get closer to it. And I know that they're having contests, I think, between all of the different teams to see which team can come up with the most food. They're collecting, since it's the food bank, the most canned foods. So obviously Grayson County will want to win that, but they will play Warren Central, the first game of that, And if I am right, they will play. If they win, they'll play the winner of Butler County or Hart County. And if they lose, they'll play the loser of that game. So they'll play the winner or loser of Hart-Butler County. That game would be Saturday then. Saturday. That Friday night, though, so it'll be Thursday, Friday, the Friday night of the holiday tournament season, we will be on the road in Henderson County for the boys. So we're going to be doing one girls holiday tournament game each week and one boys holiday tournament game each week. Looks like the cheerleaders are getting closer and closer to getting ready to take the floor. They were at the state competition, I know, not too long ago. I think they finished with some high marks as well. Still waiting here. I'm not sure. I guess they're still trying to figure out this audio situation to see if they might be able to figure it out as they move forward. As you can see, I think these are the alumni shirts that they're wearing down there on the left side. There's a bunch of people wearing the same shirts. I'm not sure if they have specialty shirts, but that alumni game, I know everybody's really looking forward to it. I am too, as you'll have a boys versus boys game, and you have girls versus the girls. As they were thinking at first they were going to do co-ed, but they decided that they're going to do two quick boys and girls games. As the girls, some other games that you'll need to know is we hit a stretch in January. So in the month of January, we will do something along the lines of, if my math is correct, 8 straight games. Starting with January 6th at home against Owensboro, we'll do every Lady Cougar game up until a road game at Davis County. The next night, they will be on the road at Thomas Nelson, and I'm pretty sure that we will be with the boys that night as they will be on the road at North Bullitt, if my memory is right. In fact, I can just look at the schedule here as I'm thinking about it. As that is correct. So we'll be at North Bullitt that night for the boys, but we're going to be doing a lot of Lady Cougar games. In fact, for pretty much the last 2 months of the season, that's the only game we won't be doing. So in 2019, the first game, we are still not sure on whether we're going to be with the girls at North Hardin, so that's on January the 3rd, if we're going to be at that game or if we're going to be the boys at Central Hardin. We're still trying to decide that, and probably will be a week of decision there as the first game of the 2019 season. But other than that, we're going to be with the team pretty much the entire 2020 year. As still waiting here for the cheerleaders as they're standing off here to the side right now. As there's the Grayson County Cougar here as well. Mr. Spirit's here. Dave Thompson, the legendary. We have Chris Gaither here along with a bunch of other alums. A great crowd, though. And, of course, to our left right now, they have the silent auction that's going on. A lot of really great things. So if you're in the area, come out. In fact, for people that might not have seen it, can you get the shirt again? I think it needs to be seen one more time. As while we're waiting here, one of the things that they're bidding is this shirt right here. Mr. Spirit is my hero. I think we're going to see if Ken Howlett is eyeing it right now. Do you see this, Ken Howlett? We're going to need you to, like, Vanna White it here or something. You know? As we've got here as Mr. Spirit is my hero.
Testing. 1, 2. Goodness gracious.
I think, do we have sound now? Tell you what. Oh, here we go. Maybe. I was just going to say we were going to take a break, but it looks like the cheerleaders are taking the floor right now. So I'll shut up and let them go. This is the Grayson County Lady Cougar cheerleaders.
Better watch out, we about to light it up. Grayson County, these Cougars, we never settle. Don't you ever take me, we about to prove it.
I think we're back with you now. Let's give a big hand to the Grayson County cheerleaders.
There's the Grayson County cheerleaders. Take a break, come back with more. This is Meet the Cougar Night. Well, let's see what this is. Yeah, we will take a break, come back with more. This is Cougar, Meet the Cougar Night on K105.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back here to Meet the Cougar Night. Sam Gormley here with you tonight as the cheerleaders are just clearing the floor. And after the cheerleaders, it looks like we're getting closer and closer to the boys taking the floor. They're going to play a little scrimmage. And during that time, we'll get to know the Lady Cougars a little bit. So we'll talk to new head coach Ted Hill, and we'll also talk to some of the players. I'm not entirely sure who we might be talking to player-wise. As Coach Hill was mentioning that it might be one player, it might be all 4 of his seniors, it might be Don Brown, and we're not really sure who we might be talking to as a member of this Lady Cougar team. As they're just wrapping up, and I think it's pretty much right when the cheerleaders get off the floor, they will be getting ready to roll here as the boys, looks like they're off into the bleachers here down to the right side. But a good performance by the Grayson County cheerleaders. I heard that they're going to be in Orlando here coming up in February, I think is what was said. And I think that they were selling some peanuts out in the lobby. So I'm sure that if you know a cheerleading parent and you want to help out, I'm sure if you contact them, they'd be more than willing to let you know how you can help out in sending the Grayson County cheerleaders down to Orlando to compete in nationals. And I think they're going to be at state coming up here in a couple of weeks, I think is what was said. I had my headset on and I could hear them saying something in December. So I think that would probably make sense as state. Looks like we're going to have the check presentation here. This was something that was going to be on. This is from Dan Powers, who is one of our sponsors of Cougar football games this season, as a check presentation is on the floor right now. So as it's a check to both basketball programs. As you have Coach Hill out there in the gray and Coach Johnston out there in the white. And some pictures being taken out on the floor as well. So congratulations to both of them, as that is a good.
Dan Powers, GM Center in Litchfield, will present a check to the boys and girls team coaches in the amount of $2,000.
$2,000 donation there for the teams. So I'm sure that will help out the teams a lot. I know that we were talking with Coach Johnston that they're going to be needing some hotel rooms. So they'll be playing in Henderson County here in a couple of weeks. They'll be playing down in Logan County. So I presume they'll probably need a hotel room for those games as well down in Russellville. That's not necessarily a quick trip. So we're excited to follow along this boys basketball season. The boys open up the year on December the 3rd against Apollo. That's a team that they beat to start the year last year. And then the Friday night of the opening week of the basketball season, they will be at home against McLean County before on the Saturday going to Campbellsville and playing Bethlehem. So we will not have coverage of the Bethlehem game, but we will have those two. And for the most part, we have almost every single boys game on this year. So I know that there's a Saturday where the boys are playing at the Owensboro Sports Center, February the 8th, where we will be at home taking the Lady Cougars against Breckenridge County. So they play at the same time, and if we could be in two places at once, we would definitely do that, but that just can't happen with how...
Coming up next on the program will be the three-point shootout.
Three-point shootout here coming. So I'm not sure who might be going up, if they're going to go boy against girl or girl against boy or what it might be. But we're going to go split screen here to bring this to you. Is how we're hoping to do this for you.
The first three-point shootout matchup will pit Brittany Bird against Kenzie Renfro.
Oh, so we got some alumni here. So Brittany Bird taking on Kenzie Renfro. Brittany Bird, the all-time leading scorer in Brescia history. That's a factoid from Don Brown. So we'll go split screen for you, as we'll let you know who's shooting on which side. Looks like Kenzie will be on your right. Brittany will be on your left. Oh, you can even see Brittany Bird's got she's ready down here to the left. So we'll try our best to kind of keep score for you. In fact, here, we can put that up there, and we have Cougars and alumni. So Cougars is Kenzie. Brittany is the alumni, so that can work there for a three-point shootout. In fact, if you can watch this side, so we'll split this up. We got a two-man crew up here. Chase is going to watch Brittany. He'll give me a tap if she hits one, and I'll have Kenzie down here.
Down to my left.
So I'm not sure how they will do. It looks like they have 1 minute on the clock.
Renfro will be shooting at the goal down at the closed end of the gym.
Mr. McGee cheering on Kenzie Renfro down to the right. I think we're getting ready to roll here. Looks like they're still getting this set up. Filling time. So again, Renfro will be down to your right. Brittany Bird will be down to your left. We'll attempt to keep score here.
Are we ready to go? Start shooting in 3, 2, 1.
So here comes Renfro's first attempt. No good. One for Renfro. One for Renfro still, only one. She just hit her second one, 2-0. Kenzie Renfro leads. There's the third one for Kenzie Renfro. That one's off to the left. 3-0. Brittany Bird still looking for her first shot. Renfro's second one, good. There's one for Brittany Bird. Renfro just rattles out. 3-1 is still the lead. Kenzie Renfro here playing a little baseball. Shot by Brittany, 3-2. It's close now. And there's one by Renfro, 4-3 as Brittany Bird puts one in. Bird almost gets the friendly roll on the second one. 4-3 is it. Air ball. Renfro, 3, no good. Good. Tie game, 4-4. Could we come to a shootout? Renfro looking good. 5-4. Renfro leads. 6-4, in fact. And the buzzer beater is no good. Kenzie Renfro wins 6-5. 6-5.
Is Kinsey Renfro.
There's nothing better than a three-point contest. It's exciting. We got people going on both sides.
Our next matchup, down at the left side of the scorer's table, will be Coach Elena Jones. Down at the closed end of the gym, Bailey Snyder.
So Bailey Snyder against Elena Jones. Elena Jones is the wife of Brian Jones, Cougar offensive coordinator that if you've been watching and following along with our Cougar football coverage, you got to know a little bit. In fact, I got to know him as well. So that is his wife down here to your left, and Bailey Snyder down to the right, who is probably the Lady Cougars' best three-point shooter.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
And the first shot, Snyder hits it. So good start by Bailey Snyder. She hits another one. 2 for Bailey Snyder. 1 for Jones here. Jones hits a second one. We're all tied up here at 2. Actually, it's 3 for Jones, it says. That's what the scoreboard says. I missed that. Bailey Snyder hits one. She has a third. Snyder with her fourth. Is she catching fire? And just short on that one. 4-3. Bailey Snyder leads. There's another one for Bailey Snyder. 5-3. 6-3. Is she heating up this time? No. She's hit 2 in a row now twice. Hasn't been able to get that third one to fall. 6-4 after Jones hits one. Snyder straight away. This time no good. Jones is off to the right a little bit as she makes that one 6-5. 6-6 as Snyder puts one in. 8-6 now. It's trying to do both sides. Jones hits one. 8-7. Last second ditch. No good. Bailey Snyder wins 8-7. Another close match.
The winner of round 2, Bailey Snyder.
So Bailey Snyder wins again. If you're watching with us here, we have our scoreboard up here. Obviously, the Cougars is going to be on your right. The left will be the alumni. The next matchup
Down
is
at the left of the scorer's table is Grayson County Middle School coach Lori Aller.
Lori Aller against Laura Vincent, is who it
Down
appears.
to the right of the scorer's table, the shooter will be Laura Vincent.
So here's an exciting matchup. Vincent last season, 20% from 3, but she didn't have many shots at all. So it starts off, Vincent's first shot is long. Aller's shot is also long. Aller hits one. Vincent hits one, tied up at 1. Little teamwork here, good, as there's one by Aller. Aller's leading here against Vincent. 2-1. Vincent hits one there, 2-2. Vincent, 3-2, 4-2. 4-3 though. Vincent over Aller. Vincent hits her 5th. 6 for Vincent. Looking for 7, no good. Aller goes short. Vincent, there's 7. Is 8 in and out, goes 8. 5 seconds on the clock, 7-4. Laura Vincent is going to win this one, and the Cougars streak stays perfect. Buzzer beater for Vincent. Are they going to count it? It doesn't look like the official count will, but it's not going to matter. 8-4, we're going to call it. Vincent over Aller. So who's next? Looks like Jenna Nash is warming up.
Our next three-point shootout matchup. Down at the left of the scorer's table, Shelby Tyree.
Shelby Tyree is down to the left for the alumni.
Down to the right of the scorer's table, Jenna Nash.
So Tyree against Nash, the 4-lettered last names going at it one another. Who will reign supreme?
3, 2, 1.
Nash for 3 to start off is short. Tyree nails it. Tyree nails another one. She's off on a hot streak. Nash still looking for her first. No good. Long rebound is just run down after it runs into the bench. Nash, no good. Short, still 2-0. Tyree over Nash. There's another one for Tyree. 4-0. Nash, there's one for Jenna Nash. Could that be the one that breaks the seal? There's another one. 4-2 now. 5-2 rather. 10 seconds. There's 3 for Jenna Nash. Looking for 4. Trying to make it a comeback. 6 for Tyree. And it looks like Shelby Tyree will advance, being the first alumni. 7-3 is the final.
The winner of that round is Shelby Tyree.
Looks like some smack talk going down, looking down to the far end. Seems like Don Brown has a favorite over here to our right, too.
Nolan Schertzer.
Oh, so it looks like we're flipping it up here a little bit. The boys taking the floor right now. Nolan Schertzer.
Is that all?
Looks like Brian Hill, assistant coach.
Down to our right, Coach Brian Hill.
Ooh, you gotta love a coach against player matchup. And knowing a little bit that I know about Nolan, there will be some smack talk if he wins. And as you can expect. So here it comes. So Nolan will be to your left. He is the Cougar. Brian Hill is the one that is alumni on the scoreboard.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
Nolan's first one, no good. Hill's first one is no good as well. Nolan hits one though. Schertzer with another one. Schertzer with a third one. Ooh, heating up 3 in a row he hit. Well, apparently it was only 2. Oh, he's heating up though over here big time. 4-4 is the score they're saying right now on the scoreboard. Hill hits one. 5-5. Schertzer with another one. Schertzer with another one. Schertzer with another one. The sharpshooter. He in and out. Goes another. He's up 8-5. So I think they've switched it that the Cougars are now guessed. 8-6 now. 8-7. Hill's heating up. 8-8. There's another one. And it's good. 3 in a row for Brian Hill. The 4th in a row is no good. And this is a high-scoring match. It's going both sides. Schertzer's up 12-9 with 10 seconds to play. Schertzer, 13. Schertzer, 14. Looking for 15. Got it. 16. Woo! Nolan Schertzer on fire. 16. 3-pointers for Schertzer. Last season, Nolan Schertzer, 43% from 3, but I'm not sure he took 23-pointers the entire year. Gotta dig deep into the stats book and see if I can't find that right now. Let's see. As a team, Nolan Schertzer took 7. 3 of 7 last year. I think he might be shooting a little bit more this year. I know he was wide open, but...
Next on the card tonight is the boys basketball scrimmage.
Oh, that's the last 3-point contest that we have. So that means, what a great way to end though. 16-11, Nolan Schertzer takes it away. As the boys scrimmage will be happening right now as they're taking the floor, and at that time we'll hopefully talk with some Lady Cougar team members. First off, Coach Ted Hill, and also some Lady Cougar members as well, as it looks like he might be making his way up here to talk with us. 3-point contest is like the home run derby. It's basketball's version of just that. Exciting, fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun. As Coach Hill might be making his way up to us here in just a moment. He's talking now with Todd Cave, who's running the scoreboard tonight. So if there's any scoreboard issues, you know where to direct them. Not towards us. Looks like he's checking out the ball right now. But the Cougar boys, 17-15 last year. They were 12th district champions for the 2nd straight season, as they started off the year rough. 3-10. But won 14 of their last 19 games, including what might be, one of the greatest basketball games played in KHSAA history. I think you got to say it there. The comeback down 18 points with 8 minutes to go, and you come back and you win the game. Not only, let's just throw out the comeback. In the district championship game against your biggest rival on their home floor. I'm not sure you could have written the story any better, as that was really, really exciting for the boys to win that game. And I know for me on the call, by the end of the night, I've always joked that there might come a time where, because usually, typically, that game it wasn't, but our sports writer Don Brown sits to my right typically, and I always joke that there might be one day where my voice just goes out, and it'll be like sliding over to Tom Brady, where I just got to throw the football over and put the headset on him. And I thought that night was going to have to be that night because my voice was starting to go out there during that comeback. I was hoarse the next couple of days, but it was worth it because it was really exciting. In fact, now that we look down here to the right, we see a little smack talk going on there between Schartzer and Hill. And you got to love that. We'll take a break, come back with more as this is Meet the Cougar Night on K105.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
That is a pretty good breakfast.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny'd been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
If you need to talk to someone about substance use disorder, call 8338-KY-HELP for a Kentucky licensed treatment provider near you. A message from the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy.
We welcome you back here as it looks like we're getting close to getting Coach Hill out here. In fact, I was sending someone after him. Looks like he's making the way up with maybe even a couple of players with him as well. So we will take a quick break and come back with the Lady Cougar head coach, Ted Hill, as this is Meet the Cougar Night right here on K105 Digital Productions.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself! Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Welcome back here to Meet the Cougar Knights. Sam Gormley here now, joined by the brand new head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. Coach, first off, welcome to Grayson County.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Exciting place. This was on my bucket list to coach here for many years, and came true. Awesome experience. Been to a lot of chili suppers and things like that, and this place is packed out. This is awesome.
You kind of led me into my first question. What made you interested in this job?
Just the atmosphere, the community.